disaster was an environmental tragedy that occurred in the 1970s in Niagara Falls, New York. The neighborhood was built atop a toxic chemical was dumped used by Hooker Chemical Company from the 1940s to 1953. Despite warning, the land was sold to the local school board and homes were built over it. Over time, chemical waste leaked into basement yard and the local school, causing a public health crisis. Residents suffer from cancer, birth defect, miscarriage, and other health problems.
Here is the left canal chronology. In 1890s, William T. Love began digging a canal near Niagara Falls, which project was abandoned. In 1942 to 1953, Hooker Chemical dumped around 21,000 tons of toxic waste into the unused canal. In 1953, land sold to school board for $1. 99 street school and home were built on this site. In 1950s to 1970s, residents noticed health issues and strange smells, which complaints were ignored. In 1978, activist Louis Gibbs raised awareness and President Carter declared a federal emergency and evacuations began. In 1980, the U.S. passed Superfund law to clean hazardous sites. In 1890s to 1890s, cleanup efforts by the EPA and some areas later deemed safe again.
Based on a sample that has been taken from the basement of houses near to the left canal, there's a lot of pollutant reactant that has been taken from by the New York State Department of Public Health 1978. For example, like benzene, toluene, chloroform, and trichloromethylene. This reactant will cause an acute effect for the citizen. For example, like skin irritant and narcosis.
Federal government, President Jimmy Carter declared a federal health emergency in 1978. The federal government relocated more than 800 families. The disaster led to the creation of the Comprehensive Environmental Response, Compensation and Liability Act in 1890, and commonly known as the Superfund Law, which holds polluters accountable and funds the cleanup of hazardous waste sites. Public response. Community activism led by Louis Gibbs, a local resident and mother who performed the Love Canal Homeowners Association. Residents organized protests, petitions, and press conferences to demand government action. In health concerns, residents reported unusually high rates of birth defects, miscarriage, cancer, and other illness. These health concerns fueled public outrage and increased pressure on the government.
To conclude, I would like to highlight the lesson learned from the Love Canal disaster. First, safe disposal is crucial to protect public health. When selecting disposal sites, we must ensure proper lining, cover systems, and leachate treatment to avoid contamination. It is also important to educate the public, students, and professionals about the environmental and health impacts of hazardous waste. Lastly, industries must act responsibly and ethically, especially when operating near residential areas. Protecting the environment is a shared responsibility, and it starts with us. That's all from us. Thank you.